We are at Cashmere Gate. This is the gate at the northern edge of Old Delhi. It was constructed in 1638 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to protect against any invaders from the north. It was also used by Indians during the mutiny or rebellion of 1857 against the British imperialists that were colonizing the area at the time. If you've been to Chandni, Chowk, you've probably been to the southern edge near the Red Fort. This is on the northern end of Old Delhi, beyond Chandni Chowk. A little bit of greenery in Old Delhi, which is probably about the only spot you're going to find that. I'm now walking on the outside of the city wall of Old Delhi on the northern edge. Cashmere Gate that we just saw is named Cashmere because it's the start of the road that would lead to northern India and the Kashmir region, which is in the news today. As you might have heard, India and Pakistan are on the verge of war. It's pretty big news, or it should be. Talking about the most populated country in the world and the fifth most populated country in the world, but more importantly, two countries that have nuclear weapons, yet somehow it's not really making big news globally, or at least not as big as it should. Even the people here don't seem terribly worried. It is 400 miles away, and most of the fighting so far has been in the disputed zone in the Jammu and Kashmir region. But once you're talking about nuclear weapons, and this is the capital, something that I think there should be more concern about. But maybe the people have been through this before, and they know cooler heads will prevail. It's been about 2 weeks since the April 22nd massacre of 26 Indians in the Jammu and Kashmir region, which has been followed by diplomatic barbs between the two countries. It doesn't look good. Pretty cool overhang awnings here in Old Delhi. Like the Cashmere Gate, most of this area was built in the early to mid 1600s. I've already done a video on Chandni Chowk. We're just north of that in the outer reaches of Old Delhi, now inside the city walls that I was walking on the outside of before. this part of Old Delhi has a lot less hustle and bustle than Chandni Chowk, though it is a Sunday. And I have been told that most of the shops are closed in Chandni Chowk on Sunday, so maybe this is just a reflection of that. But it is weird. It's a bit isolated instead of the hustle and bustle that I've seen the other two times I've been in Old Delhi. Namaste. It's eerily quiet here. You can hear the horns honking in the distance, but for those of you with experience in India, or particularly in Delhi or Old Delhi, normally you hear horns honking left and right near you. Okay, there was one. I think I've hit the really slummy part or the hood of Old Delhi. It has not been like this the last two times I was here, in the more northern side, because the southern side is the rougher part. Homeboy's playing some cards over there. So I guess Sunday is restock day here. Chandni Chowk is open 6 days a week. So you need to have some time, some downtime to get everything settled. Makes me want to walk more in the middle of the street, but then I'm going to get hit by a rickshaw or maybe worse, a car. Here's the Delhi Junction railway station, which is the old Delhi railway station that used to be, up until 1956, the biggest or principal train station in Delhi, replaced by the one nearby in New Delhi Central Railroad Station. My third time in Old Delhi, and first few times I really liked it, liked the vibe. I don't really like the Sunday vibe as much. It's got a little more creepy vibe to it. I guess you just don't have the customers here anymore. It feels a little more isolated, a little more weird here. I don't know. Went to some of the slums, and you'll see in some of my other videos, and actually got a much more welcoming feel there than I'm getting here right now. Yeah, it's not like I thought that Chandni Chowk was luxurious or anything, but compared to the more impoverished side that we're seeing today in the northern end of Old Delhi, it pretty much is. I think I've walked more into general Chandni Chowk area. Feels a little different vibe here, more commercial. Market is officially closed on Sundays, but individual outdoor vendors, of course, can do what they want. So there is still some activity here. They would. For a second, I thought it was real, but they were just clowning. So, I'm back in the, not back, but I've reached the more populated part of Old Delhi in the north, in the Chandni Chowk market. This weekend, I got to see some of the poorer slums of Delhi. Puri, Seelampur. But honestly, the vibes in those places were incredibly welcoming. It wasn't until I got to the north part of Old Delhi today on a Sunday that it did feel a little bit scary for a few moments there. Different vibe, less friendly, less open, more just kind of stares and nothing happened. But sometimes you can't tell. Sometimes it's not the dangerous, ranked dangerous neighborhood that really throws you, but it's the neighborhood near the tourist center that can be the challenge, especially when either it's night or just a not populated day like today. What is this in front of me? Chandni Chowk, Omaxi. It's like this modern, luxurious building in Old Delhi. I didn't think it had this. Everything else I've seen here was like from the 1600s. Seems to be tight security. I don't even know how you get in here. This is not the Old Delhi that I've become used to. This is outright luxurious mall here. They've already warned me about taking pictures. Apparently, the nice places in Delhi are the ones that don't like photos, but doing it covertly right now. Apparently, the Oaxmi Mall was opened in 2024. Complete contrast to just about everything else you find in Old Delhi, where literally most of the buildings were built in the 1600s. This is the most modern, shiny, luxurious mall I may have ever seen. It's located in Old Delhi, but I don't think you're going to get Old Delhi prices in here. All right, let's see, sneakers, something I'm familiar with. 1,100 rupees, that's $130-ish for those sneakers right there. So even in the US, I ain't paying that for a pair of sneakers. All right, I think that takes our walk full circle. We started off at the northern end of Old Delhi at Cashmere Gate, around some history. Took a stroll through the rougher parts of northern Old Delhi. Slowly made our way back to the more populated south, and surprisingly ended up in the lap of luxury here at the Almaty Mall that I didn't know existed until today. Beautiful facility, though it totally sticks out like a sore thumb compared to absolutely everything else in Old Delhi. But and I think I was probably about 45 minutes in real time, so complete contrast in a very short amount of time. Hey, namaste. Assalamu alaikum. All right, so another walk in the books from Old Delhi. This is the Rurban Walker. Check this out along with my other videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'm out. See ya.